All right, we get to take on something new here. Red Goku. Which Goku is that? Before I decide, this is okay. So this is the one that's gonna want me to go. Yeah, this one doesn't play crit. The U7 one. I want to go slow. All right. I don't want to build too much of a. I want to build a board. Take my time. But we're gonna go slowish. Slow. This gets charged. All right, let me make sure I'm the right cards. Yeah, this is the right deck. See if we can attack. See if we can hit our ramp. No ramp, so we're gonna be behind this game by an energy, and that's okay. Unless he gives this to us here. So this is an argument you could make, is that you should take specifically this damage on this turn and only this turn, looking for your ramp cards. I think that is probably the right play. And as a result, I'm gonna go down to 6. Or well, 7 first. The Paragus, which lets me take life. Argument could be made that this could be a really good card for me here. This kills my battle card. No. Alright, it's this one. Definitely need this for later. We don't need this anytime soon. Let's go ahead and attack. Alright, so we never got our ramp, so that's unfortunate. So there's two things you have to keep in mind. First of all, on one of his attacks, we're going to need to combo a Vegeta, so that way our Vegeta can ramp a Vegeta. Nothing wrong with that, it's just we have to remember that, because if you screw it up, you're in trouble. Oh, we were one card away. So disappointing. That's okay. Just good to know it was that close, you know? So now this turn, what we can do is just combo out of an attack. We don't need to do a lot. Now, if he plays a battle card that we're worried about, we can. What we should do here is combo away a Goku. Just because one of these cards, yeah. Oh, you know what? He might play this card, so that's fine if he does. Yeah, I'd be fine too. Let him play that. We'll combo out of an attack, slow him down. I'd be fine with that. We definitely do want to chill though. We are not at a point where we can do a lot. I'm assuming he's just playing this go. What's he thinking about? Yeah, like that's the right play. Just kill these little guys. Otherwise, I'm going to combo out of all your attacks. I'll combo out of one attack here. Well, if I combo out of an attack, I'll combo out of an attack. We'll combo this. No point in blowing a bigger card at the moment. Nice. This card is very good in this situation. What do we want? Okay, so we do have ramp. We don't need this anymore. I don't think I want to. Let's back here. This would make him just draw a card and discard a card, basically, or get rid of this Roshi in a second from this attack. which we are completely okay with. This attacks here. And this is just a distraction. This is a utility card. This is a combo card. Yep, that's all we wanted. We don't want him to awaken. We want to slow down the game state. Because currently we have a huge advantage if we can get our 6-drop in play. I don't think red can easily kill it if we can protect it. And we will win with this. Because this is our way of winning, you don't necessarily need this 8-drop. This 8-drop we will likely charge, which feels wrong. So wrong. But we'll see. More than likely what he's going to do is attack my leader and then do this. So what we'll do is we have some plays to do with this guy, or we can ramp one, or what we can do is play a different card. A lot of potential. I like the idea of playing him. Love you, babe. Have fun. This is the Whis that's just very solid. So now I can kill my battle card, basically, is it? Which is fine. Like I said before, all we wanted to do is let my opponent focus on my board. Whenever your opponent focuses on your board, you can win. Makes the matchup a lot easier. All right, this is that field that they play that gives it plus 5k, right? Yeah. So every turn he gets a free 5k. Well, once per turn. It can be my turn or his. Yeah, we just take it. All right, we're gonna charge the 5. We're gonna charge Brawley. Ooh, that was a good hit. I really like that Turles here. Turles means I go to 5, and then I get an extra energy. That's fantastic. But what I can do, what I like to do is this. And all we're going to do is say attack here. Still not going to awaken him. We're just going to chill. You could make an argument here that we should attack his battle card instead of critting his life. So he definitely can't awaken because his stuff will get bigger. Because I think it makes all your cards bigger. Yeah, it does. So we are going to do that. This feels wrong. It's 100% the right play because he has a small hand. And if he devotes a 5k from his hand and this field, we can keep more and more cards out of his hand. And that's all we want to do. We just want to keep cards out of his hand. Oh, he let it die. Cool. Next turn, our play is very simple. We're playing this. If he awakens us, we also get to play. We get to have gigantic meteors, which would be nice. But just having our 6-drop next turn should guarantee us some victory. And we are going to wipe his board and then swing into him directly. So now we start attacking him. We are going to use up to 1 gigantic meteor to protect our card if we need to, but it would have to be a good reason. It's going to be a 25k. He might play a card to make it even smaller, but we don't want to devote a lot of resources to protecting it. But critting him from down to 5, and then playing a 6-drop to swing him down to 3 would almost guarantee most victories, because he can't do a lot. And then he has to really worry about my 6-drop, and we just get in a good spot. I still do wish I would have comboed away 1 Goku and been at 6 life right here. 6 life here would mean I knew I was winning this game. Like, I could tell. At 5 life, I feel like I'm winning, and things are going well. I have 10 cards to his 7, but I also have 6 energy to his 5. But I'm 1 life down, so like we're not as far ahead as we should be. But that 1 extra energy, it's relevant because we're going to be at 7 energy on our turn. So now we're 2 energy ahead, which means, of course, when we ramp, we're at 3 energy ahead, so on and so forth. And these advantages that you start to get, they separate what makes this deck so powerful from the rest. And I really like this deck because of it. I saw that Androids is going to be the best deck in the next set, so that excites me. Because I just want to play whatever is simple and fun. Whatever I can play that I can actually play. Go next. Let's go. What we got? Come on. 10k. So he's just gonna kill this. Because he played 2/6 drops, my hand becomes even better. Feel bad for him that he took a life. Okay, so he's gonna awaken me on my turn. Solid play on his part. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we got some energy. It does feel like this card might see some play in our game, so I don't really want this to go down. I do have 2 Vegetas, so at the moment I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure why I'm doing this in this order, but probably a bad way of doing it. Probably should have waited, because he'll combo out. No, that's what I want. I want him to combo out of the next swing, because I obviously can't kill him. And I only have a little bit of defense here. Because if he combos out of this attack, much better for me. But if he combos out of this attack, then he doesn't have 2 cards in his hand, and all he's done is awaken with no board. I'm not sure what the right play was. I wish I had a teacher. I think Fusion World would be a great set for like having someone teach. I know, I think it's called Esperanza, or however I say his name is, one of the streamers. He's doing a lot of content, but he's doing like content type stuff. And I don't know if I want to do that kind of content. Because I want to just like play. He's doing stuff where it's more the opposite, where he's focusing on like fun content, I guess would be the way to phrase it. So he goes to 20. Now he has to blow a super combo. Nice. So he has 5 cards in hand to my 11. And I have I guess we technically have the same amount of cards in play, right? Because he's got one, I've got one. He's got 6 cards in hand. He's going to go 6 energy to my 8. Oh, he chose not to charge, I think. 6, yeah, 6. All right, so this guy makes my guy smaller for the turn, right? Okay, which is fine. We still can, we easily can, he's going to combo a 5k here. So that's completely fine. We're going to get rid of the 5k because he's just powering up with this effect. Or he's going to do it on the next attack. It would actually be better for me if he does it on the next attack and goes to 40k. But I'm not sure what his plan is. Okay, so this is a 25k, so I would need a 10k. Okay, so now we're at 30k, so I need a 15k, right? 20, so I just use this card up, might as well. And just a plus. And the reason why we use that card is over a super combo, even though they're pretty much the same thing. A super combo I can use on my turn. He chose to go up for my leader, which means I don't have to combo as much. Interesting strategy. Currently, I just need a single super combo. Now he's making me go to 45, so I gotta go combo this. That's 45. I'm equal to him, so I gotta go 5k more. No big deal. So we just want to keep this card advantage going. Why we have it, it is very good utility. It's very, very strong. I really like this Android 18. I might regret this play on my part. This is probably the wrong thing to do, but we did it. So we want to see if we can kill our opponent. And we're just kind of like attacking, just to attack. And And the thinking here is now he has to get out of one of these attacks. We still get to have a gigantic meteor for our turn. And our odds of dying are very small. We have a very good defensive hand. So we just kind of just get to freely attack this turn without much repercussion. And then next turn, we're going to win anyway. So what we do here is we swing here. And this just makes him get out of this attack. What you could do here, and it's a very good strategy, is if he does get out of this attack, we don't attack again. This is because now he's going to give us a turn. Where like, he's in a very, very bad spot. I would rather though just kind of go for it. Because just for time's sake, like I don't want to just take forever, and I don't want to give him more turns to kill me. Because that is probably the scariest part about his deck, is that he can just kind of like use utility, and if he uses that utility, he could, I'm surprised by a lot here that he would defend here because I just wouldn't defend. I don't think it's a misplay. Um, I'm sure there's a reason why. Maybe he realizes that if he does it, if he goes to two, he's lost the game. So his thinking might be like, hey, let's just stay at a high life total. It's not looking good anyway. But I don't get how he wins, and that's the biggest problem. Is even if I were to go to one here, which would be the right play, ironically, the correct play for me here is to go to one because it can't kill me. There is no math where my opponent can kill me. So if he were to be crazy and attack me, I should just take it. Um, we're going to protect, of course, our Broly. If he attacks here, it's going to power up by a 5k. That's fine. This game is 100% over now. And he played really well. I just think it's I just don't know how you win this matchup as well with this version of Red Goku. I think the Beerus is just a phenomenal deck in comparison. So if you guys are looking at the two builds, I really recommend you play Beerus. Um, I think people want to play Goku because he's Goku. Can't argue with that logic. So I need what? So he's going to 35. So he's at 35. I would need a 15. So we blow a super combo. Because obviously we win if this card's still around. And then we get to use a gigantic meteor on this attack. So we lose 2 cards. But I mean, a dual attack, 45. I mean, this game is 100% over. There is no combination. Yeah, at that point, you just scoop. And I think that's a really nice thing that my opponent just did. And I appreciate that when I'm seeing opponents do it. Because that's what I would do. If you guys have seen, like, you can't really do anything if you're that far behind. Just save people time. Sometimes I'm more curious, and you could make an argument, though, that it's worthwhile to. All right, let's see if we can get 3. It's worthwhile to, you know, see how my opponent kills us to see if like you can learn anything. We are just learning right now, right? We saw the crazy prices. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but people are buying up cereals in other countries for as much as $8,000. And $8,000 in my mind is a lot of money for a card that is not that rare. 777 copies in each country. So Japan has 777 copies, or whatever the math is. Um, then we have that many, so that's 1,500 cards, and then Asia gets 100. So that's a 1,600 card. Um, I would expect a card like that to be like $300 or $400 because it's not that rare. It was my thinking, but it tells me I just don't know that much about card markets like I think I do. And there's nothing wrong with admitting when you don't know as much as you think you know. Okay, he missed his one drop. That's huge. Against this matchup, we do not ever need two Brolys. This was a mistake. I just realized. Huge mistake on my part. You should never play your battle card first against Frieza. I don't think he's a bad player, so I don't have to really worry about it. But technically, he could play this extra that would tap it. It would probably be good for me because it would mean my opponent wouldn't awaken, and it would just tap a 5K. It doesn't matter. But for later turns, you should be in the habit of playing properly. And because I still like to play fast, that's how you make mistakes, and making mistakes is how you screw up. Okay, it's just we don't try to combo out. We don't do anything cute. If he attacks my 5K, that's better for me in a lot of ways. We don't care about it because now I can attack his battle card and I can combo a card. Right? Yeah, that'd be the best play. So I put down a Paragus. Do this. What was that? Is this a... Ugh. Alright, so I'm out of Gigantic Meteors. So I need to make sure I don't use any Gigantic Meteors on defense. Um, because the last one is at the bottom of the deck. Well, 8 cards from the bottom of the deck, or somewhere around that neighborhood. And if you have that many cards to go through, odds are I'm not going to get there in time. What's nice is he's still gonna, he might still awaken and stuff, but this is what I want. Like we're taking some time. I'm already at 3. He's at 3. I don't have my 4 drop, so currently I actually do have to charge with this card. I was gonna just play it. So I have to charge a Paragus, and then maybe use this ramp. So that makes me 4 to 5. Yeah, it's not enough to. I can't double ramp. But I could be at 5. 5 isn't terrible. hmm I've learned I'm getting a little bit bored during the matches because it is the same thing every time. So I do apologize. If you're watching my videos, you're gonna see me on my phone, and it's just that I think these are a little too slow. I might need to get some music or something to play. But yeah, he's choosing to self-awaken. Self-awakening is always an interesting concept because when you choose to self-awaken, your opponent has a much easier time to kill you. In the case of Frieza, the argument is that your cards become better because now they effectively don't have to do anything, to attack, and you don't have to risk losing them. And although that is true, it's also not true. Um, the risk of them dying is just the same against green, because I can kill stuff that's not, anything that matters. The only thing that would be the best for me would be, of course, to get a 6 drops. That was awesome. Hmm. So unfortunately here we're just going to take some damage. Nothing we can do about it. And then he'll attack with this 20k more than likely. And now we're at a point where every single one of his attacks I have to stop. What I'm going to pay attention to here is if he plays... Yeah, okay. Let's say if he keeps me at 5, it would mean he's going to play a Double Striker. What's really cool about this now is I can swing into his leader. And if I swing into his leader, I don't have to worry as much. So what I'm going to do is this is what I'm going to spend my energy on. I charge this, like I said. And then we're going to go ahead and draw a card before we do anything else. And all we're going to do is a nice easy play. If he blocks, okay, he's blocking. Does this do anything when it dies? Nope. We're just going to see if we can kill it. It would cost him a 10k from his hand not to kill it. Always good for us if he chooses to die. But if he loses a 10k from his hand, also phenomenal. My ramp is going to make it where I have one more attack, which is nice. Um, he is going to have a 30k dual attacker next turn, I think, is it? No, it's a 30k single attacker. So I don't know what he's gonna do. He chose to protect that. We should definitely try to get cards away from his hand. So I play this first. And then I have to decide if I want to tap out. So tapping out isn't that scary against this kind of an opponent. Um, it's probably not the right call. You could definitely make an argument that it'd be better to, focus more on other utility. But this gives him where he has a target to attack. And we always want to give my opponent targets to attack. Whenever they don't attack me, or they discard cards from their hand, or in this case, both, we're more likely to win the game. Because we want the attention to be elsewhere. Because whenever it's not on me, I have a better chance of winning. You can't really beat an opponent who's always going to your face, just because it's just not possible. You're going to run out of cards. But if they attack battle cards, that's just fantastic. Because like I already said before, is I get to play the 6-drop this turn. And that 6-drop is going to wipe some of his board. Particularly stuff that scares me, like blockers. And then I get to swing with a 40k double striker. Now, if he takes that, we just turtle up and chill. But if he doesn't take it, I'm still in a great spot. This 6-drop, I'm really considering, and I think I've talked to you guys about this before, is it might be better to run 3 copies of Brawly and 3 copies of her. So this is cool. He's playing a Ginyu, which I always thought was Vegeta. It's Ginyu. So this card, with his leader ability, will let him draw a card, and then he can untap it during his turn. So he gets kind of like a free draw every turn if I don't play the 6-drop, which I did. And then by him playing this card here, he can focus on card advantage, which is a very good play on his part, because now when he swings with his 20k, he can just combo a card away. I'm assuming that's his strategy here. I don't think there's a mass pump card. What sucks for him is, depending on how he does things, I don't need to really keep trying that hard. Like, even ramping and stuff. Like, I am going to ramp for this Turles. No, get rid of this. But yeah, he's just trying to stay alive and do some tricks. So we're gonna do the same. I do not need 2 Brawlies. What I am gonna do here though is try to mess with him a bit. And before I play anything, I'm gonna see if he'll block. Because I would like to get rid of more battle cards. Nope, no block. So we'll see if he bothers to defend or do anything. Nope, he just takes it. So we get a free damage. Now, an argument could be made that it'd be more advantageous to play this 5-drop Turles and then play this 18 and have 1 energy up. But I would rather just guarantee we get rid of one of his card draw. Right, because I only can get rid of 2, yeah. And then here, if he goes to 1, all I have to do is survive. That's it. Because I can automatically kill my opponent at 1. But instead, he blows a super combo. Very smart play on his part. Very good play on his part. And he stays at 3. But now, if you're noticing, not a very big hand. And his next turn, he's still going to be locked into playing his 5-drop because his deck doesn't have removal for anything big. That's probably the best part, is that he can only play pretty much, if I'm correct, unless there's an extra I don't know about, this card here. Because this is 3 or less, and I don't think he has anything that can kill bigger cards. So it's this. He has to play this card and tap out, and I'm wrong. All right, what does this do? Oh, okay. So with his leader, it still would untap. But against anyone else, this is not a good card. Got it. Okay, cool. That's the purpose of why they run this card. So against any other leader, this card doesn't untap. Because it untaps at the end of turn, he's good to go. Cool. So this 40k in theory could attack my battle card and force me to get rid of some cards. And it will. We're probably going to get rid of a Turles. I don't want to get rid of combo power. Ironically, I'm very torn. I think I get rid of Vegeta. Even though that's a 10k. Because this is going to help me win. I don't know what's the better play. Like, he's down, he's very low on life. I'm going to start the turn with swinging my 40k into his leader and seeing if he takes it. I probably take some damage here if he combos. It would be safe to take damage. Nope, he doesn't want to. He also agrees that his best choice here is to do nothing. All right, Sorbet is what, a blocker? No. So he has tapped out and he is in an awkward spot. Okay. We are doing very well. And because we are doing so well, we're going to take it slow. Whenever you don't need to be risky if there's not a reason to be risky. So what we do here is we just go straight up into his leader with double strike. Let him combo out if that's his strategy. And if not, we will we will literally just go gigantic meteor on my leader swing. Nice. Okay. Now the negative to what I'm thinking about is he is going to get a 40k. And I have to wonder what's the best. So what I'm going to do here is just attack him with my leader. I just want to see what he responds with. I think this is the safest play, is play this, and he still has to get rid of cards. But man, I love just doing this. And what I love about this is I just get to attack. And if he takes this one, I can just combo my 10Ks. But if he doesn't, yeah. So here, what we do is we just get rid of 10Ks. Just the 10s. And he's probably going to be able to combo out of it. The difference is, he had two super combos. Or at least one super combo. Watch me lose now because I'm the one being too aggressive. So I'm at 65. So he's trying to figure out what to keep in his hand. You could definitely make an argument that it would have been better for me just to go all in here to make him discard his whole hand, because he is in a bad spot right now, based on the fact that he didn't blow another super combo. Assume he has a 5-drop in his hand. Ooh, are they all 5Ks? Oh, I should have went for the game. I should have went for it. I would have won if those are all 5Ks. 60, 65, 70. Ooh, what a rough hand he had. Yeah, I would have comboed my whole hand like a good player. That would have been better. Also, because I knew I was going to do that, I should have not charged a card that I could use, and I got a super combo, so that's helpful. So now my opponent basically has to go all in on one attack, and then whatever attack, like you just want to keep your life at 2, at 3. Sorry, you do not want to go to 1. So here, if he swings and combos to whatever, like I could get to 35k was my thinking. So if he combos to 30, I would just get out of that attack and then I don't have to worry about dying. I'm assuming he's going to concede after I defend this attack. But there could be some sort of trick I don't know about with 3 cards. I don't know if yellow has anything. The biggest problem is, no. So he's at 15 more. right? That's 30, 35. Yeah. So we were right. We could defend. One thing I didn't think about was his deck doesn't have as many as my deck of 10Ks because he is trying to focus more on defense and stuff. It doesn't really matter, but I just want to stay at 3 life for the heck of it. I just want my opponent to realize, yeah, because there's nothing he could draw that would stop him. I have a 60, I have a 40K. Oh, he's gonna time me out. Oh, okay. Combo in. I choose not to take the damage. Definitely though, a better play would not have been to play Brawly. I should have gone with my gut and played the 5 drop because it would have been embarrassing. Think about it. You're in a tournament and there's no way for you to lose. If you play Turles and you play an 18, that's 7 energy out of 9. You can keep 2 back for 2 gigantic meteors, and you still get 2 big attacks, right? You know you're not going to win this turn. It would have been very embarrassing to lose to him being like super combo, and then like a 5K. He still has a big hand. He's able to put me to exactly double strike range. Let's say combo a super combo or a 10K in his hand, and I lose by like 5K. So, don't be bad like I am. That was embarrassing when you think about it, because that would have been what I consider to be a misplay. Um, I just didn't see that it was a misplay. Like I think I talked about it ahead of time. So, could have been better.